This is 7 National News, and our top story: under the directives of UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Arab Strategy Forum will become a knowledge and research base for forecasting the future. This platform will be used to build a trusted model for the analysis of economic and geopolitical data. His Highness said the latest events in the Arab world have revealed that a huge gap exists between governments and citizens. This has paved the way for chaos and undesirable phenomena to rise, evolve, and explode in conflicts and crises. If these governments possessed the tools for early detection of risks, they would have been able to build a better future for the Arab world. The gap between governments and citizens can only be filled by knowledge and constant monitoring of key issues in the Arab societies. This way, responsible decisions can be made and precautions taken to ensure stability and harmony in the society and ultimately between governments and citizens. The Arab Strategy Forum will develop indexes and scientific research on political and economic issues facing the region. These will include the Arab Spring Index that will focus on measuring the opinions and precautions or perceptions of Arab people on major and impactful issues. The second index that the forum will develop focuses on the dangers and risks facing the Arab world. It aims to detect and study these risks as well as assess best practices that can be implemented in the Arab world. On the research front, the Arab Strategy Forum will develop Arabic research content on political and economic issues such as the cost of the Arab Spring. The research efforts will focus on topics such as geopolitics in the Arab world, the science of forecasting economic and political trends, in addition to an exclusive time map of global conflicts that assesses their impact. The forum will start developing a regular series of reports focused on developing an economic and political outlook for the world, partnering with global universities and research centers to organize training sessions for enhancing skills in forecasting political and economic trends. His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, Supreme Council member and the ruler of Sharjah, has officially opened the Al Noor Island, located in Khalid Lagoon in Sharjah, featuring more than 2,000 exotic trees and plants, prehistoric rocks, a butterfly house, and other features. During the opening ceremony of the Al Noor Island, His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi was accompanied by the Crown Prince and Deputy Ruler of Sharjah and other senior government officials. Commenting on the island, officials representing Shuruk stated that their aim is to develop and launch unique destinations and initiatives in Sharjah, which would contribute in highlighting the artistic and aesthetic values of the Emirate, while also strengthening the tourism sector. While visiting various pathways, His Highness toured some of the main attractions of the island, including the House of Butterflies, where he was briefed about butterflies belonging to the southern and eastern Asian species. Officials highlighted that the butterfly house is home to more than 500 exotic East Asian butterflies and was donated by Dr. Sheikh Sultan himself. During the tour of the 45,470 square meter island in Khalid Lagoon near Al Noor Mosque, the ruler of Sharjah also stopped at the Office of Arts, designed in the shape of a flower. Some of the trees at the island are oddly shaped and have been imported from many other countries, including Spain. The island is connected to Buhaira Corniche by a footbridge near Al Noor Mosque and is intertwined by wooden walkways that take visitors through the greenery.
It's a unique project. The whole idea was we first worked with an important artist who's Andrea Hiller, who have created so many projects around the world. And it's her first project in the region. The whole idea behind this project is how to combine art, technology, and nature. So when you look around the island, what you basically see all these different types of plants, which are from outside the country, and some are which are grown here in the country. And some of the trees date back up to 250 years. Another important element is the art, and most of the art sculptures are unique here and specially have been custom for this island. Another important aspect is like when you come to daytime, you will interact more with the landscape, with the island itself. When you come at night, you will interact with all these special features, the lights. The lighting is an important feature where we have a lot of light elements that have been custom made for this. Different types of laser beams, different types of projections, different kinds of specific lights that are on the building and on the trees.
The main attractions of the project, which is behind me, the butterfly house. Plus we have the literature pavilion. Plus we have different kind of trees and plants around the island, more than 2,100 plants. One of the famous trees is the dragon blood tree, which is planted in the middle of the bridge. Plus we have an amazing 60 million years old rock stone tree.
The European Parliament has voted overwhelmingly to allow Emirati citizens visa-free access to Schengen states with 537 out of 667 votes. With this landslide voting, all domestic procedures concerning Schengen visa waiver for Emiratis in the European Union have been completed. Emiratis will no longer require a visa for short stays up to 90 days in the Schengen area, whether for business, tourist, or family visit purposes. Suleiman Hamid Salim Al-Mazroui, head of the UAE mission to the European Union and UAE ambassador to Belgium, stated that the victory is a result of the UAE diplomacy and considerable efforts made by its diplomatic missions in Europe over the past 3 years. The UAE is the first Arab country, second in the Middle East, and third among Islamic countries whose citizens received this visa waiver. The achievement is a testament of the UAE's wise leadership and its support for Emirati citizens. Dubai has announced the launch of the world's first points-based Taqdeer Award program for the construction sector to recognize best practices in labor welfare. At a press conference, Major General Abed Mahayer bin Surur, the Deputy Director of the General Directorate for Residency and Foreigners Affairs in Dubai and the Chairman of the Taqdeer Award, revealed that the award will enhance the relationship between companies and workers by recognizing best practices in labor welfare, while also providing or proving instrumental in raising awareness among workers about their rights. The chairman stated that it is its first edition. The award is being launched for companies in the construction sector that employ manual workers, and the future editions will include factories in free zones. Officials mentioned that companies involved in civil, electrical, and mechanical work that have been operating for at least 2 years and have executed a minimum of 2 projects in the last 2 years are eligible for applying to the Taqdeer Award. The companies can participate in the award by submitting a comprehensive submission document, which will be thoroughly evaluated by a judging committee. It was also revealed that the companies will be awarded the ratings from 1 star to 5 stars, and the winners will receive a certificate while enjoying a priority in government projects. It was mentioned that there are around 283 companies in the sector in Dubai with more than 500,000 workers.
We want to make a healthy environment for the companies and labor in Dubai. Of course, all the company, they are working according to laws and regulation here in Dubai and UAE, but we want to bring the quality for this company higher, that's to make a very good labor environment in Dubai. We have 283 companies in Dubai working in construction, and the company will participate in this award, the Taqdeer Award. It will be the company will have they have 100 labor and above. Of course, the company, they will get the award of Taqdeer. They will be appreciated from the government, and they will have the priority in the project which belonging for the government.
Interventional cardiologists from across the region are set to learn new techniques that will immediately benefit heart patients at the 5th GulfPCR-GIM seminar in Dubai, which is hosting special sessions to showcase new groundbreaking minimally invasive therapies. Latest innovations in cardiac care are currently on display at the region's largest interactive seminar for interventional cardiologists, which will run until the 17th of December. According to the organizers, the event aims to provide direct access to the latest innovations in cardiac care through live demonstrations, presentations, and case study discussions, allowing cardiologists to continue providing their patients with cutting-edge therapies. They also added that the event is part of a global series that fosters the sharing of knowledge, experience, and practice amongst healthcare professionals working in cardiology for the benefit of patients. And this year's event features a scientific program focused on the region's specific needs. Dr. Arif Al-Nouriani, the CEO and cath lab director at Al-Qasimi Hospital in Sharjah, who participated in the seminar and training session, said that GulfPCR-GIM attracts the top cardiologists from the region each year because of the true value it provides.
We are looking to the positive part of the cardiac or cardiovascular disease, which is the technology, which is coming and progressing in a very positive way. We are doing a lot of procedures that have not been done in the past. For example, everything called percutaneously means through the catheterization, going and replacing valves, which was not possible in the past, especially the cases that elderlies who are above 80 or 85, that the surgeons usually reject them. This is one thing. So valve replacement or treatment or management is getting more and more in favor into percutaneously. Second is the new scaffolds that stents being placed in the heart for heart attacks or others narrowings. We don't need to use anymore the metal as much as we used in the past. We can use those bioabsorbable or resorbable scaffolds, which is made of some material, polylactic acid, that can be absorbed within 2 to 4 years. That means after 4 years you have no foreign body in your heart anymore, which is nice to know that I have no foreign material in my body anymore. And besides, we have other technology like robotic surgery, robotic PCI, robotic ablation for heart rhythm disturbances. And by the way, all the three are available in our hospital, Al-Qasimi. So this is something very promising because of the accuracy, the efficacy is improving. The drawback is the price, the cost. That is something that we have to work on, and there is a space for improvement in the coming few years. So we are looking all forward.
And finally, this evening's showbiz celebrities, VIPs, and some big names in football were just some of the guests that enjoyed the third ELEQT Dubai International Film Festival Gala event, which hosted more than 700 guests in total in one of the newest venues in Dubai. Alongside the gala, V hosted an exclusive preview of their newest venue, the V Club, at the Concord Hotel. According to representatives of the social network group ELEQT, which is the exclusive social discovery network for the world's trendsetters in style and business, they joined forces with several high-power brands such as Brioni, Esquire Magazine, and Elements to bring this red carpet experience to one of Dubai Film Festival's nights. The evening was attended by a range of celebrities, including international soccer players Luis Jimenez, Joe and Nilmar, popular Egyptian actress Safiya Al-Omari, as well as Emirati writer and director Mustafa Abbas.
The best thing about DIFF is that it's become worldwide sensation now. It's not just a film festival that's in Dubai, it's actually a very big deal. So if your film gets selected to play in DIFF, that actually really means something. That's a statement. This year, if I'm not mistaken, we had 4 Emirati feature films, which is a big deal, which means that the industry is growing, which means that people are actually, getting out there, doing things. Well, not only do you see more feature films coming out of the city or the country, you also see a big improvement creatively, technically, which means that we're moving forward. We're not just making more movies, we're actually growing. I'm a big believer that if they're writing, not just directing, to write what they know about, something they really know about. And because one of the biggest rules is you have to do research, whatever you're writing about. So I would say write something you already know like a good chunk about, and even do more research into that. People make documentaries and they teach people things that we don't know of, but if you're doing a feature film, if you're doing narrative, write what you know and don't stop believing in yourself.
Film festival in general, I think in Dubai needs a little more red carpet experience, movie experience. We as ELEQT want to give that experience. together with the Dubai International Film Festival. This is part of our partnership that we have. So we host the gala during DIFF, but together throughout the year we're going to also host a couple of red carpet movie premieres as the road to DIFF with ELEQT.